Hi everybody, welcome to the Messy Desk. I am working on some Traveler's Notebook, 30 Days of Thanksgiving, or just some fall Traveler's Notebooks to put into the shop. And I thought I'd have you come along with me. So this is one of them. They are... the base of them is Thomas Kincaid paintings. So the covers are Thomas Kincaid paintings or parts of Thomas Kincaid paintings. And then I'm using pieces from the books. They actually came out of books that I had purchased at Goodwill. And I'm going to do them. They're going to be very, extremely similar. And hopefully that will make it a fast process. So I have some items that after I put the book together, these were the scraps. Up here are a couple pieces from the books that I pulled out that were similar in case I needed them for these journals. Let me show you what we've got so far. So we just have put the pages in. They're folded and cut. And I did start adding some of the washi. But there's a wallpaper border. This is vintage lined paper. This was the inside cover page from the book, from one of the books, because there's 3 books. This is old paper. This is scrapbook paper. This is some of that green, really cool paper that I got at Lowe's or Home Depot. Here's this really neat brick paper. This was in one of the paper pads from Hobby Lobby. This will be the center of this book. So this book has the cabin on the creek. And then on the inside, it has the path. And then it has these beautiful pictures. And I'll probably leave those. Have some more of the green paper. The other side. So this is just the other side of all those papers. Okay, so I have put another piece of the Hobby Lobby paper. This is from that really pretty paper pad that has the roses. And I found this one, and I thought it matched really good. And then I just have zigzagged the 2 together and then added the leaf, the lace, this little paper label, and the word blessed. And I have a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. So all 4 of these are already at this place. 2 of them are basically finished. And so we are going to go ahead and start. And we're going to look and see what... Okay, these will all have places to go. Put them like that. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one. Okay, so I'm looking for, they're up here. Okay, so I have this page that I took out of the book, and we're just going to go ahead and cut this down. We're going to need 2 of these, one for this book and one for the book that I have left. And these are going to be the inside pocket. So this was from the inside of the book. And put it over here in case we need it. I love this one. Will have the trees. And the one for the other book we'll put it up there with the other book. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and do the the corner. And then this one has blessed on the front. And so I think we will, and I think we'll use this one on this one. Now you could put this one in before, and so that it would be also sewn, but I was not thinking that far ahead. So I'm just going to put some glue around the edge here. I guess we can do 2 videos at one time. I know that I'm missing a couple of pieces for the 4th journal at this time, unless I find them. They're just a couple of the scrap pieces, and I had to take them out of one of these books piles. So, come down. So this one also has its own set of pictures and scraps. I'm going to put them up here. And they are based on the fact that this one's cover has a house on it. I'm trying to have, you know, different things so it's not house, house, house all through the book or the journal. In this case, it's a TN, so it could be a book. Could be using it for anything. Could be using it for your lists and your plans. Could be doing your 30 days of thankfulness in it. Could just be documenting your November. I think it's really pretty. Okay, so there's that. So next, both of them are going to get a label, and I did these ahead of time. One day when I really just didn't, I wanted to make something, but I didn't feel like thinking, so I I turned on YouTube, and I cut these labels out of a vintage Reader's Digest. I'm going to put this one down below because I want to see that bird. Okay. And then I distressed them with the oak brown paper, stamp pad from, I'm going to put this one down below too, because I like the tree and the skyline. So, there we go. Okay, so next I have stamped the words thankful, grateful, and blessed. Oh, oops, sorry about that.
This afternoon, my husband and I are gonna...
There we go. Got things going all over the place. So I have the cover of this one says thankful. So I think this one will say grateful as its next word. And so I stamped these. This was a stamp set that I got at Hobby Lobby last year. I love, 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 love it. They're wooden stamps. They stamp amazing. Even on this roughly coffee dyed paper, I got a great, great image. So I stamped all over this coffee dyed paper. Now the grateful, I'm going to go ahead and just put it in this book. Okay. And okay, so there's that. So what that, and then this one is blessed. So we'll go with thankful on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to start with the using the Thomas Kincaid images throughout. I love how the books are set up. I had picked them up at Goodwill's, and I think maybe even got one at a yard sale. It was kind of fun because, and it took me longer because I was reading the book. One of the books is just a bunch of quotes, but the other one was actually him. It's Thomas Kincaid and thoughts, and it was really cool, you know, especially since he's no longer alive, and so that just made it that much more cool. Okay, so this one we have blessed, we have thankful, and so here we're going to do grateful. And so we're going to grab another one of the things. I'm going to put it right here over this white area. I tried to pick pictures that were had fall leaves and were more like fall. I'm really excited because there's a beautiful painting that is rain that I have a couple ideas for some things I want to do with that. But I did want to show that, you know, there's another blessed, thankful, grateful. That you can use beautiful books in a variety of ways, including, now these ones have, their pages are high quality and thick, so that's why I was able to use them for the cover. The covers do have Tyvek. It is quite interesting. They're these bracelets that I got from, I believe they either came from Gina or from Gretchen. I think they came from Gina. I'm not positive, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. But it was a strip, and so it goes right down the center. It has a place where you can peel it off, and there's a sticky, so I put the sticky, and then I glued it down, and then I put glue on top, and so it's in between here, in between the two pieces right here. So this is, you can see the line right there a little bit. So this is reinforced. Okay, so there is that. And we're going to come over here. This one has thankful, grateful, and so I think it's center, and it's only fitting that it will be blessed. This is just the Black Ranger archival ink here that I used. I do have a new one. I finally opened the new black stamp pad. I'm very glad I did. But I got amazing images. So we're gonna put this one up above. Again, the label is already. So this is a really fast way. If you're making more than one, I really, 2 at a time is good for me, because I don't, now unless I'm working in the kitchen. If I'm working in the kitchen, I can make quite a few of the same thing at one time. But working here at my desk, 2 is good. And so okay, so there's that. And now I have this large, it's the gate image. What else do I have here? Yeah, we'll use the large gate image, and it is going to go back here. I'm going to need all this room, so we're putting this one back up where it goes. Pull these over. Okay. Okay. So what we've got here is this gate image. Okay. Do I want more leaves? Do I want more trees? I want more of the trees. So, but what's going to happen is I am going to make this a flip out. And so I'm going to line this up like so. Okay. I'm going to come in, and you might want to go ahead and paper clip this down or something, just because okay, I'm going to go ahead and put so I'm putting some glue on the edge here. I've got this large washi tape that I've chosen for this project. Come in and I'm using glue with the washi tape because, you know, sometimes washi tape just doesn't do the job that we wish that it would. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're going to use this plastic here, just because I don't want it to stick to my the outside of the book, the journal. Okay, just do a line. And pull this up. This makes it so that I can see to get it up to the edge. Okay, we decided we wanted the trees. Pull this in. These glasses have like a curve. They're new. They're just readers. But they have like a curve. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like I'm at the edge of the earth. Sorry. It's the first time I've worn these ones. Okay, so there we have glued it. It's going to do this. We have one more step. But I think it'll be fun just to have, it'll be pretty, but it'll also be a flip out. So there we are good with that. Let's go ahead and, oh, not quite straight. Why does that happen? And if this was just for me, I'd leave it. Okay. Now, how do you come in and fix something like that? You know, the thing is, I've got these edges of the washi tape out, and I cannot believe the stuff that they catch. So I'm just going to come in and do that. I am going to, okay, cool. So we did fix it. Yay. Okay, so we're going to come back, bring back the plastic. I want to use a smaller one on this side. I'm just going to put a little bead across here. Does anybody notice that their washi tape catches like hair? Or I have burlap sitting over there, so there's burlap hair everywhere. Burlap hair everywhere. Okay, so I think we're good with that now. We're going to come over and I'm going to put the bead just right, very much at the edge, if I can, or as close to it as I can. I'm going to fold this back over. And, you know, you want to do this even if you're making like a flip book or something, because washi tape doesn't always stay. It just doesn't. It's just its nature. Okay. Go ahead and cut that off. And come over here. And cut this one off. Oops. Okay. Then I think we'll let it dry. But we're going to have a flap right here. It's going to be kind of cool, I think. Okay. So we're not going to do the one on the other one. Just know that I will be doing the one coming in and doing one on the other side. And then whatever is on the cover, Thankful, is going to go on here also. There it is. Okay, now this one will be, let's see, so this had Thankful on the cover, so it'll have Thankful on this last page. And for this last one, I'm going to use one of these scallop edged I'll just come over here. Have the scallop edge, oval, because we have them. I'm going to put it on the top. So there we go. And as you can see, this one's a little bit big. I'm going to let it pull this over and pull this. Okay. So I pulled the little oval over and then pushed the word to the edge there. Okay. Check on our thing here. Again, we're going to go ahead and let that dry. Let's see. Our next place for okay, so now we have this long piece. Okay. We're going to bring it over. And we have a lot of white space. Now you, of course, can copy dye your papers that are going to be in your in your journal. So here, main thing, we want our trees to be in the right direction. Okay, so we can use that, or we can come and check and see the pile for the other picture. I'm going to use the tree, and I'm going to go all the way to the top because I have a piece that's going to go down here. So we'll just cut this right there. We're going to make this side border. So it's going to lay, want to make sure our trees are in the right direction. This was a cutoff from one of the center signatures of one of the journals. Just going to come down with my glue, using my Tombow Mono Aqua liquid glue. It is excellent paper to paper. Actually, it pretty much does everything that I need to do. Sometimes it just doesn't dry fast enough, so I might not use it in as many videos, but when I'm just crafting. So I also have these circles. Now the circles are from cutting out this little circle came out. You could also cut circles with your circle punch. And I had a pile of them, so I also distressed the outsides of those. Go ahead and put that right down there. And then I have this piece of lace. Don't have much of it left, but this is the wedding dress sample from being stranded. So I'm going to use the fabric tack to hold the lace down. Okay, and I'm going to collage it. I want it to, I want to have the best of both worlds. I want to see the distressing and the paper. So right here, I'm going to add it's a vintage Rolodex, but I also did coffee dye it. So it's going to go in there. Okay, so there we go. Okay, is this ready? Is it dry yet? Oh, still wet. Wow. It's taking a while to dry. Okay. So, coming along, we have this, and it's a picture of the gate. We want to make sure that, okay, so we had house, we had trees, we had the white gate, and we had, well, house, and we had that. So, so we're going to use this. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. You could, of course, use your trimmer. Would probably be better. Oh, don't know where, don't need that. Okay, so this is going to go on this right here. And while we've got this, I don't want to forget, I found the 1-inch hole punch. So this is copy paper that I folded in half to make a pocket. And so that you know it's a pocket, we're going to come in on both sides of it and give it a little punch. Okay. And then we'll come up here and we'll close this little pocket. And we'll come here and we'll close this little pocket. Now, want to watch that because I went right to the edge. We don't want any glue coming out and sticking to the... Okay, so we are going to be working on this right here. Make sure our... I'm going to put it just like this. Okay. But first, I like to round the corner on these so that it's kind of like, what happens is if I leave the point, sometimes it'll curl up. It'll get stuck on something, and it could curl up, and I don't want it to curl up. So again, this is another image from the book, and you saw that I cut around it. It was actually just this image, even though this is from a much bigger painting. Throughout the book, you'll find parts of the images. So like here, we have this house. This is from that house. See there? Now we're going to go ahead and make sure this is drying. Okay. This is going to go on here. I made a tag. I just sewed one of the images that was an image from the book. I didn't go in and cut this out of the house painting. This was just an image by itself. I have some bronze paper clips and some copper paper clips. So I'm going to put this one on with the bronze paper clip here on this postcard page. Like this. Okay, so I sewed around it, added one of the circles and a piece of lace. I just tied the original strings in a bow. This is a ticket or tag, and that's the. And then I had coffee dyed this tag. I have a vintage recipe card, and I'm going to come and tuck that on that side. Okay, so dun, da, da, da. Okay, so we were working on this. I put it on the... Okay, so now it's going to get a circle. So we have another circle. Yes, we do. And I'm going to put this circle somewhere on here. I think we'll put it right down here. And this is an interesting one because you saw me looking at the circle. I was reading the words, okay? And I think what I'm going to do is put my washi tape on it. Where's the other big one? Well, I'm going to use the sunflowers and just make it so that you see must know. I'm always losing the washi tapes. Even when I try and keep them all up here, I still lose them. Okay, so there we go. So I've used the washi tapes there, and I've left the words must know. One of them I left the words muddy or something like that. It was a picture of a creek. Okay. Okay, so excuse me. So next I have this. This was a card. So like this was a card. And I have cut it in half. And I'm just going to come in with the glue across the top. We'll add some sunflower washi tape. And we'll come in underneath with a line. And I have this piece of, you know what? I'll use a full piece because there's a lot of glue there. Okay, and I like to stagger my washi and make it look a little messy. And I did it on the top of this one so that it would peer out from behind this little pocket that we've made. Okay, so we've got, there we go. Got our little pocket going on there. Okay, so are we dry yet over here? So those are the main picture pieces. So we put this in, we added this, we added a border tuck to this side. I showed you how that we made the tag using that. We did this here. And then we have this on out here towards the end. And also the cover. So all those using pages and pictures, paintings from Thomas Kincaid. So let me show you in one of the other journals. So it's in this one. So in this one, the center had this image, but on the back, the words from this side wrapped around to here. And so I just took one of the pieces of scraps and added it here. And I went ahead and left this so that you would be able to read it. Love doesn't grow on trees like the apples in Eden. It's something you have to make, and you must use your imagination. So there is that. And so I'm going to end this video here, and I'll be back with more as I work on these. This one here. Okay, so this is our last, sorry, I'm not done. This is our last one. This is going to go in one of the pockets. This was, you'll see they're all different. Some of them are just the trees. You can't even really hardly make out that they're trees. But I just made a ticket, and it's going to go in one of the pockets in the journal. I think it's going to go in this one, and it is also going to get a circle and a piece of lace. And the lace, I think on this one, let me check. Yeah, the lace on this one. So I have the circle, and I just take the piece of lace and I made it so that it wrapped over the top. I used my tiny attacher and just double stapled it, and so there I have this, and it will go right in here. And we will go ahead and we'll just close this pocket up while we're here. Okay, so that is the images. We have the outside image, this inside, that's extra in case we need it for one of the other journals. We have this inside image. We have the tag that we made. We have this side border tuck. We have this tuck pocket that we made out of a square image. We have this tag that we made out of a rectangle image. And I also have made, well, this one had more of that type of a rectangle. And this one, the image was an oval. So there's those. There's that image. I used another one of the images. And what happened was this painting, I would have made 8 journals. But the ones, these ones in the center were too small. So I was like, okay, well, they can be the center of the signature. And then also we have this fold-out page that we made. So all of those using images from the Thomas Kincaid book. So find something to celebrate every day. What's your favorite? And I'm loving these. I think these are, and I have this image to play with too. The man fishing. So be thankful. Be grateful. Be blessed. These will be available tomorrow in my Etsy shop. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Be thankful. Be grateful. Be blessed. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. Bye. Bye.